pride shouldn't just be in June, and that's my type. Little added little dose of something, something. You can count me in that. This one is going to be for personal reasons why I chose this one. Hello you guys, it is me, it is I. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ivy, also known as the Geek Goddess, here on YouTube. And as you can see, my makeup here, I have come up with a reading challenge for you guys. And because it is Pride Month, and because if you guys have been watching me at all, you guys know that I have been absolutely obsessed with Sapphic books. I wanted to create a Sapphic bingo board, and this is going to be a year-long reading challenge because Pride shouldn't just be in June. We should celebrate queer stories throughout the year, the whole year-long thing. Specifically Sapphic stories, because one, it's what I've been into, and two, I feel like there's not as many Sapphic stories that are popular or that people are reading as much as like other queer books, if that makes any sense. I have come up with this reading challenge, this bingo board, that I will link down below to my Canva link. You just need to copy it and then make your own from there. And like a lot of other bingo boards, I'm going to have a easy mode and I'm going to have a hard mode. So this bingo challenge is going to last from June 2026, so this month, up until the end of May 2027. So you have pretty much a whole year to complete this bingo board. And you can do one row, you can do diagonal, you can black out the whole board. And if you want an extra challenge, then you can do the hard mode. But I just wanted to create this reading challenge because, like I said, I have been so into Sapphic books lately, and I just feel like we need more. We need to highlight more Sapphic voices and Sapphic books. And so that is why I'm creating this. But anyways, welcome to the In My Sapphic Era Sapphic Bingo Challenge. And yes, I named it In My Sapphic Era because I'm literally in my Sapphic era. And so I'm going to show you guys the bingo board, and I'm going to show you guys the prompts on there for both normal mode and then hard mode. And if you guys want to, definitely share your TBR here, definitely tag me, and I will create a playlist with all of your guys' videos as well, featuring your bingo board and what books you are going to be reading for the In My Sapphic Area bingo card. So I'm going to tell you the prompts, and then I'm going to tell you the added challenge with hard mode, and then I'm going to give a book recommendation for the ones that I could actually give book recommendations for, because some of them are going to be up to your own interpretation or to your own liking. So for the ones that I can give recommendations for, I will give you recommendations for. So along the top row, the first one is a BIPOC MC or BIPOC main character, and for hard mode we have by a BIPOC author. And so one recommendation that I have for you, or two recommendations actually, the first one is going to be Next Time Will Be Our Turn by Jessie Q. Citanto. This is actually our Book Dragon Book Club book pick for this month, for June. So if you guys would like to join our conversation, we have a Discord that I will put below, as well as join the conversation at the end of the month. We will have a live discussion here on YouTube. I believe it'll be June 28th, if I'm not mistaken. And it is going to be around 10 a.m. Pacific time. And number two is A Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School by Sonora Reyes. Now, I haven't read this one, but I know that this one counts. The second one is going to be a 5-star prediction, and for hard mode, it's going to be within your favorite genre. So a 5-star prediction within your favorite genre. That even for hard mode, it should not be that hard, right? And so obviously that's to your own interpretation, so I can't really give any recommendations for that one. You know your taste. And then for the next one, we have a new to you author, and for hard mode, is going to be that they have less than 5,000 ratings on Goodreads or Storygraph or whichever reading platform you use or prefer. And then the next one is going to be a 2026 new release. There are so many new releases. There are so many Sapphic new releases for 2026. Because for hard mode, you have to read it within the first 30 days of it releasing. So again, also depends on when you start the challenge. And the next one is going to be a book recommendation from a queer booktuber. And for hard mode, it's going to be this booktuber must have under 5,000 subscribers. Me, one, you can count me in that. So some other booktubers is Bo from Bo's Books. We have Elena from Elena in Wonderland, Steph from Coffee Over Apples, and Nat from Nerdy Nat Reads. These are also my friends, so make sure to check out their channels and support them as well. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some great recommendations for you as well. Okay, so on to the second row. So for the second row, number one, we have a late bloomer main character. And if you guys do not know what a late bloomer is, basically, it is somebody that realizes that they're queer later on in life. And for hard mode, the main character has to realize that they are queer after the age of 25. One book recommendation that I have for that is going to be literally the book that I just finished called Every Step She Takes by Allison Cotran. I loved this book so much. So if you guys need a recommendation for that box, here's one. The next one is going to be to borrow a book. And this could be from the library, from your friend, from Kindle Unlimited, from Everend. From Everend, right? Because you borrow there. You borrow in there, yeah. From Everend, from Libby, anywhere where you can borrow a book and return it, you can fill with this square. You can fill the square with. And for hard mode, you have to finish it within 3 weeks of borrowing the book. So the next one is going to be nonfiction. And for hard mode, it has to be either a memoir or autobiography. The book that I'm going to recommend for you for that one is going to be In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado. This is one that's, I feel like is so popular, and it's one that I really want to read as well. So I'm going to recommend that one. Okay, the next one is going to be a book that is set outside of your country. So if you live in the US, it's gonna have to take place in the US, outside of the US. If you live in Canada, it has to take place outside of Canada. The only thing is that for hard mode, it has to be a place that you've always wanted to visit. So not something that you recently came across, but something where like for at least 5 to 10 years, you've been wanting to visit this place. So that's, again, to your interpretation. I don't know what country you guys would love to visit or what places you guys would love to visit, but it has to take place there. The next one is going to be witchy sapphics. And for hard mode, magic would have to be essential to the plot. So it's not just like, oh, the main character is a witch, but it's a romance. No, the magic has to be an active part in the plot, not just like a side thing. So the recommendation that I'm going to give for you for that one is going to be The Incandescent by Emily Tash, I believe is her name. Okay, so now on to the third row. So this first one in the third row is going to be because I made this, okay? And I would also like to get more recommendations for this specific square. I got a little greedy, and this is something that I want for personal reasons, but I've also made it a square, so now it's a challenge for you. But it has to feature a tattooed love interest. And then for hard mode, they also have to have unique colored hair. So whether it's blue hair, green hair, purple hair, something that is definitely out of the ordinary. And again, this one is going to be for personal reasons why I chose this one. Yeah, and that's my type. A book recommendation for that one is also, I'm gonna bring this one up again, is Every Step She Takes by Allison Cotran, because the love interest has blue hair and tattoos. So next one is going to be a indie author, and for hard mode, it has they have to have written more than one Sapphic book. I have two different authors here, two different books. Number one is going to be Bloomtown Genesis, and this is by Allie North. Now, technically they are now traditionally published, but the book hasn't come out yet, but they were originally just indie published. But so I'm gonna recommend this one. That's one. And I have just been dying to read that one, to be honest. And number two is going to be Kiss of Seduction by, what is this author's name? Ronnie Sabor. And then in the middle, we have a free space. So read whatever Sapphic book you want for the free space. And then the next one is a trans Sapphic main character. And then for hard mode, it has to be over 300 pages. And for that one, I chose Light from Uncommon Stars by Rika Aoki. And then after that, again, it's going to be another one that's to your own interpretation, because for this spot, we have a pretty cover. And then for hard mode, it also has to have sprayed edges. So a added little dose of something in there. So that's going to be, again, whichever one you choose. Now on to the fourth row. So onto the fourth row, the very first one is going to be a road trip. And for hard mode, the road trip has to span over one country or at least through 5 states. And so for this one, I'm going to recommend Here We Go Again, also by Alison Cochrane, because I am becoming more and more obsessed with this author. And then next is going to be a manga, and for hard mode, it has to feature more than one love interest. For that one, I'm going to recommend There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless by Taryn Mikami. This is the light novel. This is my daughter's book, by the way, but there is also a manga version of it, and there is definitely quite a few love interests in this one. So there's one, and there's an anime to watch if you want to watch it after reading the mangas. Next is going to be a translated work. And then for hard mode, it has to be less than 250 pages. And for this one, a book that I'm recommending is going to be Jawbone by Monica Ojeda.
Hi, it's Editing Ivy here, and for this next one, for the fake dating trope, I actually did not come up with a book for this one because I actually changed this. This was originally a different square, but I changed it to fake dating. And then for hard mode, we have by a author that you've never read before. So I don't actually have a recommendation for this one. So you can't, guys, if you guys have any recommendations, go ahead and put them in the comments.
Next, after that, is going to be another one that's to your own interpretation, because it has to be a friend pick. So you have to let your friend pick it. The only thing is, for hard mode, your friend has to pick it solely based on the cover. So you cannot tell them the synopsis, just show them the cover, and then from there, they will pick for you. And now we are down to the bottom row. So for the bottom row, at the very beginning, we have an audiobook, and for hard mode, and this is going to be a challenging one for me, is you have to listen to it at 1.0 speed. I know a lot of us audiobook girlies, not all of the audiobook listeners, but a lot of us do tend to listen to it at a much faster speed. I will listen to mine at 2.0 and will speed up to 2.5 if necessary. So the slowest I will listen to a audiobook is typically going to be 1.5 or 1.7. So I definitely like to speed up my audiobooks. And it's gonna make me slow down for once. So definitely looking forward to the challenge for hard mode for this one. So after that is going to be friends to lovers. And for hard mode, they have to have been friends since childhood. And a book recommendation for this one is going to be Count Your Lucky Stars by Alexandra Bellafleur. And this is the third book in a companion series that I believe can be read without having to read the other. At the bottom middle, we have a femme main character, and for hard mode, they have to have a butch slat or mask love interest. And for this one, I put Make Room for Love by Darcy Lau. After that, we have a cozy read. And for hard mode, it has to be a author's debut. And the book that I recommend for this one is going to be none other than the very famous Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. I looked it up and it says that it's his debut, so hopefully I'm right. And then lastly, again, is going to be one that is up to your interpretation, because the very last one is going to be a genre that you love. But for hard mode, it has to contain an established couple. So a couple that has already become a couple from the very beginning of the book or before the book even started. So anyways, you guys, that is it. That is my year-long Sapphic bingo reading challenge. I hope you guys are up for the challenge. I hope you guys do it and celebrate Sapphic stories for all year long, not just in Pride Month. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to, definitely tag me in your videos if you make one, because I would love to see what you guys are going to be reading, and I will also be scavenging for book recommendations as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post, and also make sure to hit that hype button, because apparently that's a thing now, so it'll definitely help me out. If you got to the very end of the video, put a pink heart, because this book was right in front of me and it's pink. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.